Today we are looking at something that some of you out there who might be new to firearms could actually benefit from. This is the Glock 44 chambered in 22 long rifle with a hush can on the front. Now this is from APR and S LLC. I've actually never heard of this company, so today is my first day trying out this suppressor. So let's jump right in to it. Ooh. That is really nice. That's really nice. So I'll say this. I actually came to the range today. I'm here at Texas Legends Gun and Range in Allen, Texas. Shout out to them. They do have this for you to try out. I don't have a Glock 44 in my possession or in my collection. I do have the FN502 though. And when I came, I decided to bring my silencer code Warlock 22 to try on the Glock 44. But then it already came suppressed when I got here. So I was just like, well, let me just shoot with this. It shoots really, really flat. Obviously, if you know the Glock 44 platform, you know that it shoots with minimum to no recoil. It's a really good budget option for new beginners, somebody just starting out shooting. This is a very good gun to start out with. But the little taste on the front end is putting a suppressor on there. Why should you suppress your guns? Well, I'm glad you asked, because if you're in the range with me right now, you would completely understand why a suppressed gun is better than a gun that's not suppressed. It's just so much easier to shoot. I still have my headphones on or my earplugs in because other people are shooting in the bays next to me, but I could absolutely take my earplugs out and not have a ring or anything in my ears shooting a suppressed gun. They say once you get suppressed, you don't go back. I believe it's a statement. Statement has to be true because I now own 9 suppressors and I got one on the way. So I don't know. It's an addiction, I know, and I can't wait for this one that's on its way. Honestly, the one that's on its way is taking longer than I expected. I've never had to wait this long for a suppressor. So I'm on today's day 10 of waiting for the suppressor to come through. So hopefully it'll be here in the next couple days. I did research it, and the wait times for the electronics are between 24 hours and 15 days. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, shooting suppressed is the way to go, especially when you're shooting something like this 22 long rifle Glock 44 that has that Glock 19 size, but it doesn't have that Glock 19 kick. So if you're out there and you're like, ooh, I really do want to shoot like a full-size gun or a compact size gun, but I don't want the kick, I don't want the recoil, the Glock 44 is great, plus put a 22 long rifle can on there. Let's shoot some more. Now, if you are new to the channel or you're new to firearms, the Glock 44 does not come optics ready. And honestly, you probably don't want to put an optic on here because it will just make that the reliability of the Glock platform, specifically for this one, it'll probably make that a little bit sketchy because you really would have to cut out in, and this is your plastic platform. So putting a suppressor on the front end though helps mitigate that recoil, because this suppressor honestly is a little bit heavy. My silencer code Warlock 22 is only 3 ounces, and I mean it feels very, very light. So compared to the two, I do think, and I'm not going to switch them out because this is going to get pretty hot and then I'll have to wait, but I would say that this would shoot a little bit flatter than this one due to the heaviness of this suppressor. Again, I never heard of this company, APR and S LLC. They're in Weatherford, Weatherford, Texas. Have no clue where that is, and I do have a round chamber. All right, here we go. Let's go for the head. Oh, that's too high. There we go. And we got a lot back. That shoots really good. Like, shooting a 22 long rifle suppressed is always fun, no matter if it's a handgun or a rifle or bolt action. It doesn't matter. 22 long rifle suppressed, I believe, is the best shooting. Actually, I don't know. 300 blackout is really nice too. 300 blackout is expensive though. 22 long rifle, you can shoot these all day long. Ammo is pretty cheap. You can run pretty much any type of ammo. You just got to be, mindful of the firearm you're running it through, see if it can eat it up or not. But 22 long rifle, it's the best way to go. Suppressed. All right, this was the first shot right here, and then I reeled it back in. So headshots at 10 yards, suppressed. You got to defend yourself. You'll be able to do it, but also save your hearing and even those around you. If you have like somebody coming to your house and you need to use your suppressed Glock 44, you'll be able to protect your ears and those ears in the house with you. Suppress is the way to go. Some people say there are downfalls to suppression, because if there was an intruder that came into your house and you needed to defend your life and defend your family, and then you use your suppressed gun, then they wouldn't hear it. Well, I think at that point, by the time you've done your business and done what you need to do to protect your family, then there's got to be some hollering from the shot. There's got to be some grimacing. Then there's got to be you yelling at the family to get up. We got to get out. I mean, I think initially at the start of engaging the intruder, and maybe you put a shot on them, I think that's fine. Afterwards is when you raise your voice and you start to notify the family of what's going on, because you should have already done your job with the suppressed firearm. I don't know. Slingshot it. It is long on the front. No recoil. None whatsoever. Uh-oh. Failure to feed. Yep. That's the thing you got to make sure you stay on top of with these 22 long rifles, is getting some good ammo. CCI Blazer is pretty good. This is not CCI Blazer. I forget what this is. I bought like 2,000 rounds of this and still haven't ran out. So I'm running it, but we did have a failure to feed. The round didn't go in, so ejected it, kept it going. But y'all, this is one of the best situations you could have. Let's see. I mean, still got my hand on it, so it's not even that hot. It's warm, but it's not hot. So I don't know. That might be something to this suppressor specifically. Again, I don't really know what the suppressor is, or I don't have experience with it. Today's the first day shooting it. But yeah, I think this is a sweet setup. Now, you do have other 22 long rifles out there, and a lot of you have mentioned other 22 long rifle shoots like the Glock 44, if not better, that you can also suppress, and it would be a ton of fun. I recently did a video on the Taurus TX22 suppressed, and it also had the FRT in it, so super fun. The only downfall that I would say is the magazine capacity in the Glock 44. And specifically this one, you do 10. I think they all are 10. I don't think you get more than 10. You might get a 12 or a 15 rounder, but don't quote me on it. But that's the downfall. Like, you shoot 10 shots super fast in this because, one, there's no recoil, two, it's suppressed, so it's fun, and now you got to keep reloading your 10 round mags. However, I still think it's a great option for you beginners out there who are looking to get into a firearm that doesn't shoot and kick you kicks all back in your face, or you can't control it, or it's flying everywhere. Plus, with the addition of the suppressor on there, this is a great setup option. Now, you don't necessarily have to go with the Glock 44. Again, there's several options out there, and you don't necessarily have to go with this suppressor. Again, you can go pick up several suppressors, and there are a ton of 22 long rifle suppressors out there. You just got to find out what works for you. But at the end of the day, if this is something you want to use for home defense, great option. Latest thing on your nightstand, if you ain't got no kids or people in the house who shouldn't have guns, lay it on your nightstand and be ready to go. Cock that thing back, pick it up, boom, shot. Now, obviously it takes training. It ain't that easy. It ain't that movie stuff. You do have to train with this type of stuff, especially when you add on accessories like a silencer. right, y'all, it's heating up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Still not to the point where it's not like you can't touch it, but it is heating up just a little bit. And suppressors will heat up like that, some more than others, especially if you put, you know, those FRTs in there and it gets to going. There'll be some of them are FA rated. I'm not gonna say the word because YouTube don't like that, but some of them are rated for that, some of them are not. But this one is actually shooting pretty good today. I have had a couple failure to ejects and failure to fees, but that's to come with the 22 long rifle cartridge, especially the one that I'm shooting. Again, I don't remember the name of it, but I do know it's not as premium as some of the others out there. But this is a good setup for you beginner shooters, not even just you beginner shooters. Like if you just want something. Personally, I want something a little heavier, like a 9mm, but something is better than nothing. 22 long rifles do damage, if you didn't know. Research it, look it up, look on the news about how 22 long rifles can do some damage to the human flesh. So I wouldn't knock it. However, it's just not my personal preference, but I do think it is an option for some of those beginners out there, or some of you guys who are just into suppressed shooting. 22 long rifle is the way to start. It's cheap. It's affordable. These are probably some of the most affordable suppressors on the market, the 22 long rifle. There are some 9mm that are a little cheaper than the 22 long rifle, but for the most part, these are going to be your cheapest ways. So make sure you just train, stay protected. And speaking of protection, shout out to today's sponsor of the video, Gritter, for my glasses today. You got to keep your eyes protected, and Gritter has kept my eyes protected with these glasses for about, I've been running these for about maybe 2 months. Haven't caused me any issues whatsoever. I love how they're super light. Like they don't feel heavy. I don't feel like I've got something heavy on my face. I actually sometimes feel like they're not even there. Like that's just how comfortable they are. Like to the fact that they're so light and clear. They're easy and comfortable. Make sure y'all check out gritter.com for your eye protection and many other things that you can get from them. I do have some scratches on them, but as I'm looking through them every day that I shoot with these on, I don't even see the scratches. And it's super clear. Like the clarity here, I don't see a glare, especially with these beautiful lights in here so that we can see our target. I don't even see a glare in these glasses. They're rated really high and they're affordable. So make sure y'all go check out Gritter. And like I said, some of their other products, make sure y'all check them out. All right, y'all, so that's enough about the setup that some of you could opt to go with. Some of you may not want to. Again, personal preference. Let's put the mag in there so you can see it. But this is what it's looking like. That Glock 44 with the APR and S LLC suppressor on there. That's heavy duty, works just fine, keeps that recoil down. And honestly, it is a little front heavy because the gun is already light itself, but then when you put the suppressor on the front, it is a little front heavy, so you might tend to want to dip on your shots, but you wouldn't need to because it's already doing the work for you. All right, y'all let me know, would this be something you would use as a home defense setup? Now, I know some of you out there who are experienced in firearms like me, you want the 9mm, and if that's you, what 9mm are you running for your home defense, and is it suppressed? And if you don't run a 9mm, what are you running for your home defense? Let me know the setup down in the comment section. Let me know your setup for your home defense situation, whether it's suppressed or not. I would like to hear from the suppressed people because I really do think suppressors are vital in our home defense situations and just having fun. So y'all let me know down in the comment section what you're running, and until next time, stay armed, stay safe, and stay vigilant. Peace.